So welcome back to my YouTube channel where we discuss some important topics in music. If this is your first time here, kindly subscribe, like, comment accordingly, and of course stay tuned for more interesting packages on music. Today we'll be discussing accidentals. So in this class today we're going to describe accidental, the kinds of accidental, and apply some accidental signs to music notation. Alright, so accidental, it's not car crash, right? What is an accidental? No, that's not true. An accidental in music is a sign placed on the left of the note head of any musical note to change its pitch. It is far from the English word accident or anything related to it, right? So how does accidental work? Now, some pitches are rather hidden and are not covered by the lines, spaces, or ledger lines of the staff. The accidental help to reveal these pitches. Therefore, the pitch of these notes can be changed by adding an accidental sign to them to get other sound perspectives not covered ordinarily by the staff. Now, this is what I mean. Ordinarily, these are the notes covered both on the treble staff and on the bass staff. So from the beginning of the bass staff to the end of the treble staff. So you see them on the keyboard this way, from here down to here. But there are some hidden pitches. For instance, between G and A, there are some hidden pitches that are not really covered by the staff. So this saw the need for accidental. All these black keys are not really covered by the staff, so that calls for accidentals, right? What are the accidental signs? Basically, there are three types of musical accidentals, and they are sharp. Now, sharp look like hashtag, right? Flat look like letter B, right? And the natural sign is just like uppercase L and number 7 put together, and that's your natural sign. How would you describe the sharp sign? Basically, it is used to raise a note by semitone or halftone. So you can sharpen a note by placing a sharp sign before it. Now let's look at this. Now look at F, raised. So we're now having a hidden pitch that is not really covered by the staff through the help of the accidental. So it means F and G, we're having a hidden pitch, right? Now this is F and this is G. This black here is not covered by the staff, but with the help of accidental. So it means when you raise F a semitone, you now have this guy, which is called F sharp. Now the same thing here on the bass staff. To raise F, that's to sharpen F, you now have it as F sharp. So you see that between F and G, you have this black note here, the black key, right, which is F sharp. So how will you describe a flat? Reduce, go down a bit, right, by semitone. You can flatten a note, of course, by placing a flat sign before it, right? So flat, it reduces a pitch. So you have E. When you have a flat sign placed next to it, then you have E flat, right? And E flat is just dropping the pitch. So you see that between E and D, you're having a note, right? So on the keyboard, this is D and this is E. So you see that B flat is between D and E, right? So it means technically we can also call it D sharp, right? Or you call it E flat, E going back, reducing, or D increasing, D sharp. We have another example here, just similar example but on different stuff, right? How will you describe the natural sign? Natural sign, you know, it's used to restore the note back to its original pitch. The natural sign cancels the flat or the sharp area placed on the note. So that's the sign there. So it's used to restore the pitch. Now I want you to take note of this. When you have F sharp can be restored back to its original pitch by putting a natural sign before it, and the same way here it has been restored. So you can also see other examples like that, right? Just like flat, this is E flat. Now E natural, let's raise it a bit, right? So that's what the natural sign does, to raise the pitch, right? But in the first one, the natural sign reduce the pitch. That's F sharp F. Good. Think of 3 R's of accidentals, right? Raise, restore, and reduce. The accidentals are usually written before the note on the staff and after any musical letter. Okay, let's say that. So on the staff, you see the sharp is written before C here, right? But you call it C sharp, right? But if you want to notate it by the way of letter, you write it after the letter, right? Okay, so it's wrong for you to write this sharp like this. This is wrong. Now you also have it this way on the bass staff. So you write the accidentals before the notes if you are representing it on the staff, right? And after the letter if you are representing it using the letter form, right? If an accidental is written to a note, all other subsequent pitches of the same name is affected by this pitch change, right? So long they are in the same measure. For example, look at this piece of music. It sounds like but with an accidental half. So that's what an accidental can do. So this accidental, though it's written to this first E, right, it also affects this second E and the third E. So it means these notes will not sound E, but they will sound E flat, right? All of them, because they are in the same bar or in the same measure, so they sound alike, right? The impression here is that though this natural sign is optional, but it's just to lay emphasis on the fact that though the E was flattened in the previous measure, right, but here it has been restored, and that's the reason for. So not but. All right, now other approaches to accidental. Now let's look at Beethoven's Follies. So you have, look at what happened here. You have erased D in both measures, so you see that there's need for this other sharp because it has gone to another measure, so to show that the sharp continues. If they were to be in the same bar, then there won't be need for this other sharp here, right? But because of this line, it means there's need for sharp sign again, and it has been restored there, and you have other accidentals in the music. How would you name the black keys on the keyboard? You have them like this. You have a task before you. Pause the video and put the answer in the comment section. Now you have another task here. The answer will look like. Now, apart from the aforementioned accidentals, there are other kinds of accidentals like double sharp and double flat sign. Double sharp increases a pitch by 2 semitones or a tone. The sign look like. Double flat lowers a note by 2 semitones or a whole note, right? It's like double flats, just like the name implies. Enharmonic equivalent is a pair of musical notes with the same sound but different names, right? For instance, G sharp is the same thing as A flat. So this is G sharp because G plus a semitone, that's G sharp, and A minus a semitone is also the same pitch. So they both have. Now B double flat on the keyboard. This is B. So B double flat is this pitch, and it's the same thing as G double sharp. Now D double sharp is D plus 1 semitone plus another semitone, that is 2 semitones, right? Double sharp. So it's this pitch here, E. So D double sharp will sound like. Now you have a task before you. Pick the correct answer and put it in the comment section. You have this to do. Use suitable accidental. The answer will look like this. Let's look at how it goes. This C sharp, right? And if you raise it by 7, it becomes this guy. That's D, and that's why this is correct. Now the second task will look like this. Your response should be like that. This is another task here. I have done the first one for you. You have to reduce the pitch by a semitone. So answer the question and put it in the comment section. Alright, we've come to the end of this section on accidentals. Of course, we did not lay more emphasis on double sharps and double flats here. And of course, we did not talk about using all these accidentals on alto staff or tenor staff, right? So we'll be discussing them in our subsequent videos. All right, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.